honestly, it doesn't surprise me in the least. I've been dealing with TikTok and their support for the last like fortnight. Well, like since 2019, I've had problems with them, but it's gotten progressively worse. Like for some of that myself, a lot of my videos cop violations, particularly when I do femme body paints. So you just got to be prepared for that when you're posting. Weirdly enough, it doesn't cop anything on any other platform. It's just TikTok. But what I laugh about is that the last couple of weeks have been this like I've had some time off, so it's been my entertainment just talking to TikTok support, who is very clearly an AI. But today I cracked up laughing because I posted this video. So this one that got, I was taking the piss out of TikTok in the caption, but I also got ineligible. So I had a look to see why it was ineligible, and it turns out it's nudity and body exposure. So I'm just like, oh, okay. It's the guidelines are very vague here. Let's go to TikTok supports AI and ask them to clarify what, where is it? Significant body exposure of an adult is actually under their guidelines. So I asked it, can you define significant nudity of an adult? Is an open vest considered significant nudity? The AI was like, well, we don't really know. So I pressed the AI further and I was like, well, if you don't have a definition, how are people like myself supposed to moderate our content to align with this? And they've gone, oh, you'll need to go to the community guidelines. And I was like, okay, so here's the community guidelines that say no exposed genitalia, buttocks, or nipples. I'm like, could you look at my image again and see whether it's in there? Are any of those in my video? And it's gone, well, we can't define that. And I'm like, see, this is the problem. The AI doesn't know nuance. There's no nuance. It literally doesn't know how to police its own very vague guidelines. But to see how and why other creators are leaving the app is because you see here, like, my average view count is about 300, 250, 300 on any given day. So you can see, as I started posting the rogue body paint, they got reasonable views to begin with, but then someone kept reporting my body paints. And gradually we see this impact. And this is where the AI is damaging people's accounts. Because it's not actually a violation, and I've ignored that one, that was a paid one. Because it's not a violation, every time I use the body paint hashtag or similar hashtags, it starts to go, oh, people keep reporting that, so we're just going to tank the views until she gets the message. And that's why AI as a moderation tool, and that's where it really fails when there's nuanced content like my own, like where it doesn't recognize why people find my content difficult to stomach, because they just, Karens and pearl clutches. Like, it doesn't sort of recognize that people are just being malicious when they're reporting my content, and they're like, well, this account's received heaps of complaints, so we're just gonna punish them for other people's actions. And that's where, as a moderation tool, it falls down. You need nuanced human beings who go, oh, fucking idiots. Are they complying by all the community guidelines? Because the AI does recognize I'm complying by the community guidelines, so it finds other ways to restrict my content. Now, if I was making money off my content and I was viewing that as a person making money off my content, which I don't, I'd be pissed. I mean, it's still annoying, but when you're not making money off of it, it's just whatever. But when it's like the creator I stitched, it's difficult for them to continue and justify continuing to make content. Even myself as a free content creator, I'm like, well, I'm making a whole bunch of free stuff and you keep doing this shit to me. I'm at the point where I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to continue making content on TikTok because of how bad it is. It's gotten so much worse since I lost my lives in 2019 and since losing my account in 2022 because of malicious reporting. When this malicious reporting just keeps happening, TikTok have a bullying issue, and I don't tolerate bullies. So if they're not going to do anything about it, I might just move all my content to another platform or just stop creating altogether, because I don't make any money off of it, and it's just something fun I do. But I can definitely understand why creators are leaving TikTok because of bullshit like that. Like, their accounts are getting damaged because an AI doesn't understand enough to accurately moderate on very, very vague community guidelines. It's just doing the best it can, but it's not very good. That's why we need humans. And TikTok getting greedy and, kicking people to the door and replacing them with AI, it's problematic in itself. So, I don't know how much longer I have left on this app because, it's a problematic practice replacing people with AI. But yeah, that's why I'm not surprised that is what's happening in the background, because I've been seeing it.